Here's John. Welcome, YouTubers, subscribers, followers, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foe. Here we go. Conchita, California. This is where the mudslide occurred in 2005. That's the hillside right there that took out 10 people in the winter of January 2005 in La Conchita, California, which is part of Ventura County, just north of downtown Ventura Beach, about 15 to 20 miles south of Santa Barbara. Hence this warning sign. Take that in. After the mudslide, it created a lot of fear, instilled a lot of concern in people's minds and hearts after they lost loved ones and neighbors about their properties. So then you couple that with the 2008 real estate crash, and you could come in here and buy for smoking prices. I was trying to buy something in here for $190,000 cash, and it was a great deal, phenomenal. And I, just couldn't quite swing it. I wanted to rent it out or Airbnb it or whatnot. Airbnb, I don't even think was around yet. You don't come in here unless you really know this area. You'll never get meanders, riffraff, anything like that. It's a great place here, all modern. And anything on this hillside, people get a little bit nervous. Okay? So, you can see why. These alleys are really neat. Check this alley out. Isn't that something? It's great, isn't it? Something you'd see like in Venice or the Hood, South Central, Compton, etc. So this is a side view of what that mudslide looks like 15 years later. It's a steep drop, and you can see where it's concaved up at the top. And that's why this street doesn't go through anymore. None of this is a throughway. All of this chain link fence that you see, that's all where the slide came down, all the way to this gentleman's house right here. Obviously the people on the left were spared right to this foundation right here. Okay, now we'll back it up for you so you can see what it looks like. And that was it. That's what the face looks like of the mudslide, La Conchita. Okay, here we go. And what we'll do is we'll come down here and I'll run you up a couple more streets, and then I'll take you to the beach. Now this is Highway 101 that goes all the way to San Francisco and even further on beyond San Francisco. This is a train tracks, Southern Pacific. You got Surfliner, Amtrak will take you all the way up to Santa Barbara, that's it, and then turns around. However, the train tracks, I believe, will go all the way, obviously, up to San Luis and whatnot. And so that's what you have here, which is why La Conchita existed 125 years ago, because it was adjacent to train tracks. Now, what happened was to exit out of here, you could hook a left from the entrance right here and get out on the 101. You can no longer do that. You must go right and then head up about 1.5 miles, 2 miles north to this point. Okay. Up where that point is, where all those trees are, you have to head up there and then flip a U. And the trade-off was that they would give you direct access to the beach. So what happened prior to them closing that off, you could hook the left there, but you would have to go underneath. You would have to go stoop down about 4 feet, or maybe 3 feet. That's what the ocean looks like. To get over to the beach, you basically have to lay down on a little dolly or something, or just stoop down real low. It wasn't too good for elderly people on their back. And so what they did was they wanted to do work on the freeway. They needed to do work. It was a little bit hazardous situation with making the left turn there. So they negotiated and came up with a solution. And I'm trying to look for this house that I could have purchased for peanuts. I don't see it. Go up to Vista Del Rincon. Go left. And these are great places. It's a great little neat little hamlet here. This is a great place right here. I mean, this is no joke, folks, right? Take a peek of that. That's a chateau, right? Of course, it's on the back of that hill right there. And this gentleman says, hey, I'll roll the dice. And then, of course, right across the street's the dinosaur. Right? Great name. It's like one of those Greyhound old tin toys, which I have a few of. And so do you, folks. Here's another one of those little dirt alleys. No graffiti, no trash, no couches, unlike Venice, etc. Stay with me. A great place here off to the right, isn't it? It's got that Danish look. All right. So this is the top. Vista del Calderon's right at the top. Runs along the ridge here. So what I'll do is I'll take you down to the trade-off to get the highway the way they wanted it. I'll show you what the trade-off is. Okay? Go down one more. It's just super quiet here, folks. It's a great place. Look at this. It's nice. Imagine if all SoCal was this clean. Just clean. Not asking for billions of dollars. Just keep it clean. Stay with me. Love this little place. These people have always had this great landscape here. The succulents. I'm sure it's the same people that have owned it for years. This place here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the trade-off. Okay? This was a trade-off to the freeway. They're going to open it up so you don't have to bend your back anymore. Now, they didn't do this. I am sure some of the artists in the neighborhood did this with the bench and everything, cages and whatnot. So this is nice. And the government stays out of the way. And you don't have a lot of riffraff, you just have a tight community contributing to the cause. So this is what the government did, and then of course the people maintain it. This is just wonderful. I actually never went down here, I've never seen it finished. Well, I came down here when you had to bend your back, and I still felt it. So check it out. Look at that. Wonder how they would respond to that in LA, huh? Okay. Enjoy it, folks. So this is it, see? So this is about 8 foot tall now. Obviously you've got lighting off to the right, LED, probably off to the left too. Super clean. Super duper clean. So you get out on the other side and you're at the ocean. So before, imagine this. You would have been, about right yay high. Okay, right up in here. 4 foot. Below the ribbing right there. Just a little bit above the railing. And that's what you have, folks. So you get pretty much the whole ocean because nobody ever comes in here. Very few people come in here. There's actually a few people that have set up shop with the volleyball court, which is great. That's nice. Now I'm going to take this up. This is almost like an off-ramp on the bike trail. Again, I've never shot up this way after it was complete. Now they took this bike trail all the way up to the end of Ventura County. They did quite the job, I have to admit. So what we'll do is we'll take this out. And you can enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Yep. I'll turn it around for you. And you can see how nice the sand is. Super clean. Off to the left is Conchita. And that's it. See, the major highway divides them from the ocean. But the trade-off, I think, was pretty good. So they have to come out and go north for a mile and a half, same way coming south. They have to pass up Conchita southbound, flip a U and come back into it. So be it, right? And this is like an off-ramp right here. Isn't that interesting? It's like a bike off-ramp off of a bike path. Very interesting. Very interesting. This is it, folks. Beautiful. It's wonderful to see that it hasn't been trashed. And that's it. Conchita. John. Out. Conchita, California. Thank you for watching.